Well, this is no good. It was sunny when I left home. Didn't think there was going to be any rain today. No waterproofs. And guess what? It's spitting with rain. So we're on our way to the Silver Ball, which is an old transport cafe. It's been there for years and years and years. It's quite a good road, which is between Audley End and sort of going across towards Royston. Nice windy road, so we can go and have some fun on the Thruxton. It'd be a shame if it's wet. Always amazes me, this piece of road. This was the main trunk road from London to Norwich, and we're just about to go through this small village. This is it. So all the traffic that's now on the M11 would have all been coming through here back in the 70s. Always remember riding along this piece of road when I was 16 on my Honda 50, and a guy came past coming down from the opposite way on a big Honda 6, and he nodded at me, and it was the first time another motorcyclist had acknowledged me on the 50, and it was wow. I thought, that's it, I'm in the gang now. Mind you, that was a fairly adventurous ride. I was on a Honda 50. I was living in London then, and I was visiting some relations in Thetford in Norfolk. I just turned 16, and it was my mission was to ride from East London to Thetford, and yeah, did that on a Honda 50. Took about 2 hours, all on the old A11 and whatever else the name of the road is now. The first big adventure. I think that was 2 days after I turned 16. It's quite a nice road, this say it was the old A11. It's fairly empty. You come down here on a Saturday morning about 9 o'clock, and there's hardly anything on the road. Yeah, it's a lovely windy road. This is, I don't know what it'll be like on the Thruxton. I've ridden it a few times, quite a few times on the GS, and it's a really nice road on the GS. It might be, should be alright on this. Let's get through this village, and then it's 60. My mate's behind me on a ZXR 600. He's just picked up for 900 quid. Oh yeah, it's a great old bike for this. Especially with the loud exhaust now. Ooh, overdone that a little bit. only thing you got to watch out for, they bloody cyclists use this as a bit of a time trial road sometimes. Yeah, this is where the old Thruxton comes into its own, really. It's a bloody good bike for this. Oh, here we go, some cyclists. Why don't we go two abreast now? So it's a really good road, this. It's quite tight bend, so you haven't got to go sort of stupid with the speeds to have a bit of enjoyment. A lot of people are comparing the Speed Twin and the Thruxton, which I suppose you can do. Really, because the Speed Twin's got the Thruxton engine in it, really, that's all I can see. I mean, the that's a nice bike, very flickable around the bends, but I still think the Thruxton's a better bike. Got more character. I think the Speed Twin's a bit bland. You know, with the Thruxton, it's got that classic 60s look and appeal to it, whereas the Speed Twin, well, it is classic-ish. Got the classicy look of the engine and whatever, but the cast alloy wheels and the paint job, I don't know where that's coming from, really. I suppose they didn't want it to look too much like the Bonneville, but yeah, not really for me. This is bloody good, this, you know. This is why you need another Thruxton Ha, Captain Rambunctious. Yeah, I've never ridden this road on this before. It's yeah, it's really good. Sun's coming out. It's warming up now. I tell you, it's funny. Oh, nice bend here. It's quite warm, and then as soon as the clouds come in, it gets really cold. This is what it's all about. This is where big torquey engines are nice on windy roads like this. You don't have to go sort of too up and down the gearbox. Bloody big pothole there, you won't want to hit that at any speed. Hope we don't come across a horse. We do see the odd one down here. Yeah, they do come into their own, these old Thruxtons. Nice windy road like this. That's a funny road that though, because it's probably not. It's probably a bit too bendy for a decent sports bike. It's perfect for one of these though. Don't know where my mate is. He was saying it's little 600. It's surprising. Oh, I haven't had a 600 for a few years now, but you really have to rev them compared with the modern stuff. Oh god, there's horses. Doesn't matter how many times I ride this bike, I just love it. It's just such a great old bike to ride. It is a bit noisy though. You do notice it. You can really hear it. Nice, isn't it? It's funny, it's great riding. I love adventure bikes, or these, whatever they, multi-sport bikes, whatever they're called now. Get the smiley face. But you know, when you get back on a, I mean, this isn't a sports bike, but it sort of is, I suppose. It is good fun riding around these roads. You know, if you keep out of the way on these roads, you know, you can have a good ride. You generally don't see any police or speed cameras about here, so you haven't got to go mad to have a bit of fun. But at the same time, you're less likely to get a ticket. So the old girl passed her MOT, had her first MOT on Friday. Can't believe we're putting MOTs on it. 3 years old. I wonder where Triumph are going to go with their Bonneville range. I'm not sure what the sales figures are, how they're doing. I don't know if the new 1200 Scrambler's selling all that well. I'm not sure about that. It is bloody expensive though. Mind you, all bikes are expensive now compared with a few years ago. Oh, lovely. So I don't know how well the Thruxton are sells now. Looks lovely in that green, the British Racing green. If I was buying one now, it would be in British Racing green. I was going to get this done in the green, but they don't do the red anymore, so it's quite nice to have a red one, and you don't see that many red ones. Nice wobbly bottom there. The silver ball. Oh, a few motorcyclists here. It's looking a bit black over there. I've got a horrible feeling we're going to get wet soon. Nice old hurricane. I tell you, the comfort seat I brought for this is so much more comfortable than the original seat. I mean, that wasn't too bad, but I like the look of the comfort seat. It's got a nice pattern on the seat. It's just a nicer looking seat, and and it is a lot more comfortable. It's a really nice comfy seat, this, you know. Really soft. It's, yeah, very impressed with the seat. It's actually a comfortable bike to ride. If you haven't ridden it for a while, you sort of the bent over position just takes a little bit of getting used to, but no, it is a nice comfy bike, this. So anyway, I think the old battery is going to die soon. So thank you for watching, and thank you to anyone who subscribed or any new subscribers. And subscribe and like if you like it, and I will be back again soon. So see you again, bye.